молодец, он упадет еще. Сейчас играем.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can I have your attention, please? Good afternoon. How's everybody doing? Great, great. Thank you so much for joining us for our annual spring tea. Do I have any first-time visitors today? Please raise your hand. Awesome. Give them a round of applause, Lake Kennedy family. Give them a round of applause. Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us today. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Myra DeLeon. I'm the Recreation Specialist 2 here at the Lake Kennedy Senior Center. And my fun job is to plan all the trips, shows, and events just like this one, just for you. So thank you again for joining us today, and I hope to see you at another event that we have coming up. First and foremost, as you know, I always say this, there is no I in team, and so I'm so grateful for all of my team members that I have. I have a great team of volunteers as well as staff members. Please give them a round of applause for all their hard work. They really do a great job at helping me with the decorations, to putting out the food, to setting the tables, to the beautiful floral arrangements that you have there. They're excellent. They really are. They do an excellent job. I couldn't do it without them. And my customer service staff, they're excellent as well. Wouldn't you agree? Yes. Well, I thank you for coming with us today. So I want to share with you some activities and events that we do have coming up. Spring is finally here. So I want to share with you some exciting other things that are going on right here at Lake Kennedy that you can come out and join us. On Wednesday, April 13th, we have a lunch and learn. It's a free lunch and learn. And the topic is going to be about estate planning. And my 3E policy is to educate, empower, as well as entertain. So this is my personal goal, and how I fulfill this mission is by having community partners like Brad Jessen from Edward Jones. He's going to be here on Wednesday. It's from 11:30 to 1 p.m. Absolutely no obligation. It's just a way to socialize and become more educated about the resources within the community, okay? So again, that's Wednesday, April 13th, 11:30 to 1 p.m. And to sign up, all you have to do is leave your name at the front desk, no obligation. And I think lunch is from Subway, so definitely come out to that event. On Friday, April 15th, who likes to laugh? I love comedy. Sometimes when I'm having a long drive, I'll turn on YouTube and I'll turn on the comedians and I'll just listen and laugh all my way to my journey. We'll have a live show. We're going to have the Kings and Queens of Comedy show. Next Friday, that's Friday, April 15th, $10 per member, $15 per non-member. Lake Kennedy is the only place where you can have a live quality show and beverages as well as light appetizers and BYOB for only $10, right? So definitely come out and join us for that event. And you know why I love that event so much? Because we don't have one comic. We have 3 comedians. Yes, indeed. 3 comedians. We have Just Don, and we also have Sheena Reagan, and we're going to have Brian Hamilton. Now, all of these are very, very good comedians, and I know that you're going to laugh and just have a great time. So again, that's Friday, April 15th. Doors open at 6:30, and the event starts at 7, and $10 per member, $15 per non-member. Now, at the end of the month, I am so excited because we have our very first TED Talk in Southwest Florida. Well, I don't know if they have them anywhere else. I'm just worried about our neck of the woods, and I know that we've never had a TED Talk. TED Talk, you know, saying, what is that, Myra? Well, technology, engineering, and design. So it's a way to stay up on the cutting edge of all technology, and we're going to have a robotics showcase right here at Lake Kennedy. You definitely want to come out for that, and it's only $10 per person. Light beverages and appetizers will be served as well. And guess what? This gentleman that I'm about to introduce you to, he is phenomenal. Not only is, well, he's married, ladies, so I'm sorry to break the news to you. But he's not only a classical pianist, but he's also the founder of Endurance Robotics. And you see these beautiful robots here that actually work. And there's an awesome one back here that I'm going to let him talk to you about just for a brief moment, just to give you a teaser, just to sign up for this event at the end of the month. You're going to be so excited. So without further ado, I'll let him say a few words, and then I'll tell you about some other things we have coming up. This is Mr. George Fomitchev.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Myra, for letting me to this lovely place. I'm happy to come and perform. So today I am in the role of musician. So I will not tell you a lot about robotics. I will let you know during short intermission. So I'm going to play some classical music. I'm pretty sure that most of you love classical music. So I would start with the compositions by Johann Sebastian Bach. So in my opinion, Bach was probably the one composer who had no beginning and he's just endless. So if you take music by Johann Sebastian Bach, you cannot find anything that go after him, that continues. So if you take like Beethoven or Mozart, you can actually, if you take Beethoven, Mozart, for example, you can find sources of his music actually was taken by Johann Sebastian Bach's sons. So he had Bach had like 8 sons. It was also a saying in Germany by that time. Any musician in Germany was called Bach by that time. So yes, he was had eight children, and 2 of them were really bright. Carl Philipp Emanuel Bach and Christian Bach. So these 2 kids, his children, they were actually the inspiration of Mozart. So if you listen to them and then Mozart, you can find out that Mozart learned something. But when we talk about Bach, it's very hard to find where he actually got his inspiration and where he was taking these beautiful notes and musics into his own composition. Of course, you can say that there were a lot of different German performers by the time, like Dietrich Buxtehude. It's also an interesting fact that Bach was also, that he served in different churches, etc. So once he wanted to listen to playing Dietrich Buxtehude, he actually had to walk about, I'm not sure if it's real or not, but 70 miles by foot, and for that he was actually caught into jail because he was not supposed to leave his church while he was, on duty. So, but he did it. It's a lot of interesting facts I would like to tell you about music and about performance, but once Rachmaninoff said that music speaks better than any words. So I allow you to listen and bring it with a piano concerto by Johann Sebastian Bach. I start with his 7th clavier concerto, first part. So it's actually transcribed to for 2 pianos, but I will play their solo piano. So originally it actually was written for violin, but a lot of different transcriptions were also rewritten to piano and grand piano. So I'm starting with the seventh clavier concerto by Johann Sebastian Bach in G minor.
Thank you, George. Also, just to let you know, the flow of the flow of the tea today. There's wonderful tea there with the teacups. So please help yourself. You ladies look lovely in your hats. We are going to take a small intermission after he will play a set and then take an intermission. But please hang around and enjoy the second set. I know you're going to love it. My love for classical music started when I was in college. I got my associate's degree in accounting, then my bachelor's in business management, and then my master's degree in public administration. And I recently received my certification in Parks and Recreation professionalism. So thank you so much. God is good. But throughout my journey, you know, studying can be very lonely. It can also be very frustrating. And when you're alone and you really want a good partner, classical music, it really clears and stimulates the mind, and it's really good to help you study. So throughout my lifetime, I think my love for learning has maintained because of the benefits of classical music. And no matter where I go, I can always plug in the Pandora, and if I have a big report to do, I'll still put on some light classical music. I love Bach, and you know, this is just a fabulous treat today, isn't it? Yes, it is. So we're definitely going to get on with the program, but when I have you, I always like to share this good news with you so you can have more reasons to come back to Lake Kennedy. That's what it's all about, to make sure your life is filled with great activities. At the end of the month, if you want to travel with us, if you haven't had a chance to travel in April, we will be heading to the Lion Country Safari in Loxahatchee, Florida. And don't worry about the weather because it will be a step-on tour guide. The tour guide will step onto the bus and we will drive through the natural habitat to view the safari. So isn't that pretty cool? I think that's pretty cool. So you can definitely do that. Only $50 per member, $55 per non-member. The last time I went there, I'll do it again. I had a chance to feed a giraffe, and it was so awesome because they're so tall. I had to climb up this big old thing, and I actually fed them. They're the nicest, most gentle animals. And, you know, I just really want to have that experience again. So please join me if you want to travel with us. We always travel on a beautiful, luxurious coach bus. And the trip is going to be a day trip, so you can have time to get back to your family, friends, and your pets. So don't worry about that. Now, why am I carrying this scarf? Does this remind you of anything? A gentleman who plays lovely music and he kisses you on the cheek and wrap a scarf around your neck? Who am I talking about, ladies? Elvis, that's right. Elvis will be in the place on Friday, May 6th. We'll have an afternoon with Elvis show featuring Frank Torino. And I ordered these scarves all the way from the United Kingdom, okay? They came all the way from the United Kingdom so he can drape them over you and give you a nice kiss on the cheek and tell you how he's all shook up over you. So please join us on Friday, May 6th, $5 per person, just like this event. We're going to have a fantastic time. So please, again, join us for that event. Now, did you notice the crown for the lady and the men out front? Okay, just a little teaser for that. We will definitely, this will be our first year that we're going to do it, and we're going to do it every year after that. We will be crowning a Miss Lake Kennedy and a Mr. Kennedy this year. And if you want further information about that, you can definitely see them at the front desk. They'll give you all the scoop about that. Now, this summer, don't think that you're going to just not come to Lake Kennedy. You know, our attendance turns down in the summertime, so that's why I'm prepping you now. Okay, I'm prepping you in the spring for the summer. Don't forget about Lake Kennedy in the summer months. Just to let you know a few things, we'll have baseball trips. We're going to have an indoor barbecue picnic with Felix Giles. That's in July, and barbecue is included from Rib City. We're also going to have an ice cream social with the Timeless Tunes. We will be traveling to the casinos. Yeah, I know you like that. And then we'll also be having the senior prom, where we will be crowning Miss Lake Kennedy. So don't sleep on the summer. Lake Kennedy has plenty for you to do. All right? So without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy this wonderful show.
Next thing I'm going to perform is another Bach concert. Originally, many researchers considered that it was not written by Bach. So if you go back to early 18th century, so most of composers, they took different themes and different music and rewrite and re-record them and try to perform and told that they were theirs, so it was not sold rights protection and copyright as it is now, so anyone can take someone's music and tell that it's his own composition. So this thing that I'm going to perform originally was performed before by Vivaldi, and this is considered to be a Bach transcription for the organ. So it means that playing on the piano, I transcribed it after Bach did. So he originally transcribed it for organ, and now I transcribed it for piano. So you'll listen for original organ concert in D minor by Vivaldi and Johann Sebastian Bach. Now I'm going to play another very famous Bach chorale prelude. Probably, I'm not sure that everyone knows this fact, that Bach was serving in a church, St. Thomas in Leipzig, I think for like 30 years. And for every workshop, he had to write a new composition. So can you imagine that he was actually, it was not his job. He was, I'm not sure how to say it in English, a cantor, who was taking care of, things in church. He had like teaching classes, he had to, open church, close it, just clean it, so different things. So he was not actually supposed to do it, but on Sundays he played his compositions, and on every Sunday he composed a new masterpiece. It was actually incredible. So I'm going to play one of his chorale prelude. It's very famous. You probably also didn't hear it on the piano, but as far as you like organ music, you must heard it on CD or listening or organ performance. So I'm going to play it in piano transcription. thing I'm going to perform is Partita of Johann Sebastian Bach in C minor. So it's pretty rare masterpiece. The first time I've heard it was just browsing in the internet and found a recording by mighty Glenn Gould. And when I heard it, I said, wow, it's absolutely amazing thing. And it's even more amazing when you hear it in Glenn Gould's performance. So I don't know why it's not that popular and you can hardly hear it and find it on CDs or different recordings. In my opinion, it is one of the most greatest compositions by Johann Sebastian Bach and also one of the greatest performances by Glenn Gould. So the reason I'm telling you is who inspired me actually to start learning this piece and why I decided to play it. So Partita in C minor, first part, number 2. I'm going to stop a little bit with Bach. We'll play you another wonderful piece by a Russian composer. His name is Nikolai Yadov. I'm not sure that he's very popular. Oh, sorry, not Yadov. Sorry, Glenwood Gliar. It's another Russian composer. He was actually living by the end of 19th and beginning of 20th century. So he was pretty much lived at the same time as Rachmaninoff and Prokofiev, but his music is completely different. This composition is called Prelude.